Another day, another blog post. So I am now in Portland, about to go to a cafe and blog. This is what I do. But I wanted to give you an update on my jojoba oil experience. So it's been 4 nights now with jojoba, and I wake up feeling awesome. Like my skin feels normal. It doesn't feel oily or congested, and there's been nothing new, as in there haven't been any new pimples cropping up. One around my mouth here, a little one that just won't go away, but that's it, just one tiny little nothing pimple. So jojoba, yeah, I'm finding it very moisturizing, and I'm kind of still experimenting with the right amount of jojoba to use. For me, like last night, I applied a lot more water on my face and like a very tiny drop of jojoba. Not tiny drop, it was like the tip of my pinky for the whole face. And it was awesome. It just kind of soaked in, and then my face felt really balanced, really normal. It didn't feel like an oil slick. And waking up, actually, I find that I don't wake up with like an oil slick on my forehead, because that used to happen when I with any other really moisturizer. It used to be a thing, and I didn't understand it, and now I feel like, yeah, jojoba's fixed that. And oddly, like the oddest thing in all of this is that I've stopped using benzoyl peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide was like that miracle ingredient that was really keeping my skin clear no matter what else I did to my body. And now that I'm not using benzoyl peroxide and I'm using jojoba and manuka, it's manuka honey, it's been really good. It's been really good. And my face usually shows signs of like trouble, like immediately or within 3 days. And I haven't had anything happen. And I don't know, fingers crossed. Like, I'm so happy that this is happening, or the way it's happening. But I'm gonna give it a full month before I actually, come to any conclusions. This is just a really good start. And initially I was a bit nervous, because jojoba and oil or whatever, it seemed too easy. Like, use jojoba and your skin will be nice. But again, the only reason it works for me, the only reason I was able to go off of benzoyl peroxide is because, again, I don't eat gluten. My dairy I usually don't eat any dairy, but the last couple of days I've been experimenting. One day it was with like milk in a cake and it was a gluten-free cake, and I had a horrible reaction. Like, my stomach was hurting. I didn't have a skin reaction because I think it was quite a small quantity to throw me off balance completely, but it felt like my insides were gonna explode. And let's not talk about that. And then yesterday I had a gluten-free cheese pizza here in Portland, because their pizzas are really good, and I just had to have a pizza for the first time in months. And instead of trying it, because they had vegan cheese, I could have had diet cheese or some other fake cheese, but instead of doing that, I actually decided to see if real cheese would be as bad as, I know this is so bad, but would real cheese cause the same kind of painful reaction or acne the way the little bit of milk in the cake did? And no, my stomach didn't hurt at all last night. I wasn't bloated. I wasn't, nothing weird happened to my body. So that's great. Pimples from cheese can take, a little longer to appear. So I'll be looking out for that. But yeah. But again, I say this stuff like, don't eat dairy. I'm not advocating you go out and stuff your face with pizza, because I still believe that if you eat this kind of stuff in large quantities, that's when you will see it result on your face, as in you'll get acne from it. But if you have it once in a while, when your diet is super clean and like all I eat is vegetables and meat, then it's okay. It's okay in small quantities. But again, I'm gonna say this again. If all you eat is like cheese, milk, bread, pasta, you have thrown your body out of balance, and your skin might be showing it. So it's really important that you start to take care of yourself. And only once you've had like a long stretch where you know for sure, like 6 months, try 6 months of being super, super healthy and taking care of your skin. Then, if you want to experiment, then go ahead and experiment. Because for me, it was actually a little stressful to drop benzoyl peroxide and start experimenting with a new kind of skincare routine, because my skincare routine was working. It was working really well. My skin was great, but it wasn't perfect, And now I want to get it to a point where it's like that fine line where I don't have to worry, I don't have to try too hard, but you can only get to that stage after you've cleaned yourself out from within, So I'm not saying don't put in the hard work. I'm saying that you can indulge a little bit once in a while, but just don't make a habit of it. Because anything that becomes a habit, like my nutters, I mentioned this in my interview with Tracy Raftel, but I discovered this awesome smoothie at Whole Foods called a nutter. And it's like the most chocolatey, most decadent smoothie ever, okay? With almond butter in it. And so I started eating nutters every single day, like every single day. And what do you think happened? I wasn't actually breaking out, but actually I did have a couple of new little pimples, but it was also, could have been hormonal, because, ladies. Look, a tram. They have these all over the city, and different colored ones too. Went on it for the first time yesterday. It was not as exciting as I hoped. But yeah, the nutter kind of made me get a little soft in the belly because I was having it every day, like before bed. So it wasn't very smart, but it was so delicious. I also kind of maybe put cookies in it, buckwheat chocolate chip cookies into the nutter, and then ate it with a spoon for it to kind of seem like ice cream, because I don't eat ice cream. It's not as sad as it sounds. Anyway, I'm off to write a blog post to hopefully help you guys with more acne stuff. So have yourself a beautiful day. And if you haven't already, sign up to watch my awesome acne video, how to cure your acne in 6 weeks, where you can learn so much about acne. It's at www.olenaloves.com/acne. And my mom actually made a comment about this a few days ago. She's like, Olena, this isn't the 90s. You don't have to say www. But I'm used to it, so I guess www. That's for you, Mom. Love you. Bye, guys.